Hello everyone. So today I am just going to admit I am throwing in the towel on the OWAYS Slimming Belt. I feel like personally angry and betrayed by this product, and I'm not so sure that that is completely rationable. I'm not sure that's completely rational for me to just have these angry thoughts towards this, but let me go back a little bit. When I bought the OWAYS Slimming Belt, my number one reason for buying this was digestion. I have digestion issues. And after a visit to the doctor, I found out that part of my digestive issues are I have on my right side a large patch of scar tissue holding my intestines in place. I like to say holding my intestines hostage. And yes, I can have surgery for that, and I have had laser surgery before to remove scar tissue, but the problem with that is no, not the Alzheimer's like some people think. Having repeated surgery gives you Alzheimer's. I mean, that ship has already sailed, so who knows, maybe I already have it and that's why I can't talk half the time I make a video. I don't know. But going in and doing laser surgery to remove scar tissue begets more scar tissue. So I'd like to hold off for as long as I can. I like to wait until, the scar tissue is wrapped around my bladder, my stomach, other internal organs, and it's, painful for me to walk. I just don't want to have that much surgery. That may sound funny, but I just don't want to have that much surgery. So I got this for digestion, and for a lark I thought, okay, well, we'll see if it actually does any slimming. But the answer is no. And this part is on me, which I should have researched it a little bit more. But again, this thing is hard plastic, and I need this to sit over my right hip so that I can try to work some of that scar tissue encasing my intestines, try to get it to dissolve, go away, fall off the wall. I mean, I know they say you can't negotiate with terrorists, but I'd like to think that we can have some sort of Camp David moment, and I can just say to my scar tissue, let my intestines go. But I can't get this thing to sit right. It's mostly geared to just sit over your abdomen. And the other thing that quite frankly pisses me off, I don't know why I'm so enraged, is this is the only thing that massages. What is this for? Why? Who designed this, and who thought we just needed to add features that look like they did something, but in fact do nothing? So this massages really well. But in the grand scheme of things, you just have this like 7-pound weight belt sitting on your abdomen, and I have a lot of scar tissue in my abdomen, and this is actually very painful for me to use long term. I've read some reviews where people gear up and use this thing for hours. I don't know if they're retired, if they have the luxury of not working. I have to go to work during the day, and this thing is too loud for me to wear at my desk. Plus, I don't really think I would want to explain that. My coworkers already think that I am freaky enough. And so I just don't have time. I have decided that one of the things that it does do well is it's kind of like, it does warm up. So it's kind of like one of those heated beanie bag things that you can put over your abdomen when you're having cramps. And women out there, I think that this would be excellent for a certain time of month. It is very soothing that way. It heats up, gives your lower tummy a gentle little massage. But other than that, I have seen no results. And going to be honest, I really wasn't expecting this to really tighten or tone my waist. I really was hoping I was going to be able to have this massage my intestines and kind of be able to make it so I don't have to eat like a little birdie like the doctor wants me to. So if you are thinking about buying this, don't. I don't think it does anything except for, like I said, it's a little soothing massage. I've fallen asleep with it on a couple times. It's like having a little heating pad over your abdomen. And I do feel some tightening of my muscles, but it's super heavy. It's super uncomfortable. And I just don't think it's worth the price. And you can't go very far with it. A lot of the reviews, people were really upset because it's not portable. So I can work on my laptop at home with it, or, you know, when I'm surfing YouTube right before I go to sleep, but you can't really go anywhere throughout the house. I've seen a couple pictures where people are wearing it to vacuum. I think that's really cute because of how unrealistic that is. You do not, you're on a very short leash with this thing when you plug it in. So I haven't seen any lost inches. I haven't seen this be effective for my scar tissue, and that's really what I was hoping for. I just am flabbergasted. I don't know. This is a bunch of nonsense. I fell into the hype. Like I said, sometimes when you're having a problem with something, you find something, no matter how small the chance is that it might work, you get excited and you want to try it because, you know, you're struggling and you're hoping it'll fix the issue that you have going. And sadly, no. You can save your money on this, at least in my opinion. And again, I think heating pads are cheaper and they have longer cords. They are not so heavy and more flexible. So I would say that this is a pass. I don't know if I would consider shipping this to anyone who wanted to try it. I think it would have to be in the United States because this would cost a little bit of money for me to repackage and send out. However, I guess if somebody really wants it, it's used. I'm not giving you a warranty with it. And you know, that's all I got. If this was something you really wanted to try, and I didn't have to feel bad about this sitting in the landfill, I would consider just shipping it out to you. So that is my review. I'm looking at it like this because part of me really bad just wants to take a hammer and just smash the whole thing. Because again, I just felt like it promised so much. It was a little on the pricey side, and it just delivers so little. But that is what I get for getting my hopes up for some ridiculous nonsense that I purchased off the internet. So shame on me. So if I want to be this upset, I guess I just got to stand up, look in the mirror, and start yelling at that reflection, and hope nobody carts me off to the hospital for an evaluation. So anyway, that is my final thought on this thing. It has become too cumbersome and just too painful for me to use, and it's not, again, doing what I need it to do. In the meantime, I will try to steer clear of the ice cream because when it gets like when I start having a hard time eating and I can't keep things down and I've eaten too much, and I mean, half a cup of rice sometimes is too much, I go back to the old Ben and Jerry's because it's soothing and I can keep it down, and that's how you gain 2 pounds. So one of these days I'll actually figure this out. Anyway, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below for me. And that is my final thought on the OWAYS Slimming Belt. It is a 7-pound piece of junk, in my opinion. All right, if there is something that you would like me to try, please let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in my next review. As always, thanks for watching.